As all of us are aware, Trump always chickens out. Taco, right? And we have seen it repeatedly with his tariff policy, which, for the record, in case anybody's not paying attention to the date, we are really just a few days away from that 90-day pause he put on the tariffs he had put in place. God only knows what's going to happen to that now that we have this massive international conflict, but we'll see if Trump chickens out again. But now that taco nickname no longer only applies to tariffs, because apparently it also applies to his immigration policy. You see, last week, Donald Trump came to the sudden realization that his crackdown on migrant workers was killing American farmers and potentially leading America into a massive food shortage if he continued to carry out raids at workplaces. So, Trump came out and said, no more. No more. If you're a good, or actually, let me read you exactly what he said. We're looking at doing something where, in the case of good, reputable farmers, they can take responsibility for the people that they hire and let them have responsibility, because we can't put the farms out of business. And at the same time, we don't want to hurt people that aren't criminals. Okay, well, first of all, good for you for realizing that you were destroying the farmers. Second of all, you've hurt a lot of people that aren't farmers. You've deported children that were in the middle of cancer therapy that were actually U.S. citizens, by the way. So don't act like, oh, no, we're only getting rid of the criminals. You're getting rid of kids with cancer that are actually citizens of the United States of America. What happened is that you realized we're in harvest season. Farmers have been complaining for weeks that we don't have people to pick our crops, which would lead to a food shortage for those of us here in the United States. A food shortage in modern times in the richest country in the world is not going to be reflected upon in a good way for Donald Trump. So he flipped. And immediately there was an internal memo with ICE. Do not raid workplaces, especially farms, restaurants, and hotels. Now, can you all think of anybody that's in a position of power that owns restaurants and hotels? Yeah, that's right. Donald Trump himself. And we do know that Donald Trump loves to use foreign labor. So this was actually less about the farmers and more about, hey guys, let's stay away from the hotels and restaurants, just in case. But then 2 days after that, ICE then decided to carry out more raids on farms, hotels, and restaurants. So this temporary pause, we're not going to take away your laborers because we know it's going to screw your business if we do. It lasted 2 days before they got right back into it. But none of that changes the fact that Donald Trump already admitted it. He admitted we need these people. These people that he has now spent years demonizing, years telling us they're all criminals and murderers and rapists. He admitted, and he is on record admitting, that we can't have an economy in the United States without these people. That is the takeaway. That is what MAGA needs to get through their thick skulls. We cannot survive without these people. This is 5% of our entire workforce in this country. Millions of people. We depend on them, and these employers basically screw them over. That's not fair to these workers. They deserve a living wage. They deserve to get benefits. They deserve to be treated with the respect that they deserve. Because y'all aren't going to do those jobs, are you, MAGA? No. You want them to do it, you just don't want to see it happening. You don't want to see them at the grocery store contributing to the local economy. You don't want to see them out at a restaurant. You want them to come over, do the work, and then stay hidden until the next day's sun comes up. But that ain't how it works. These people do jobs that we are refusing to do here in the United States. And yes, in areas of the country where they have cracked down on immigration or kind of, taken away the number of visas they're willing to get, Americans didn't take the jobs, which caused them to have to reverse policy, by the way, happened in Georgia a few years ago. There is precedent. We do know that this is what happens. We need these people. MAGA needs to understand that because clearly Trump is starting to catch on. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.